You know, to quote a certain WWE superstar, Raw superstar that I'm actually becoming a fan of, to quote one of his sayings, how does it go? Oh yeah, really? Really? Is WWE this desperate for an audience? Is WWE this desperate to show that they could satisfy all genres, or genders, or ages of an audience? I mean, it's one thing to come out and say, hey, we're having WrestleMania at the Georgia Dome. We're having WrestleMania in WCW territory. In the very same building that Goldberg beat Hollywood Hulk Hogan. It's one thing to say that. It's one thing also to say, hey, we're going to have WrestleMania 24 in Orlando, Florida, the home of TNA, at the Citrus Bowl. Not that far away. It's one thing to say that. It's another but then, you know, it's something. It's another thing. To say that, it's one thing. But then to say that this year's WrestleMania, you're thinking of including as one of your celebrity guests, as one of your singers for possibly the national anthem of America the Beautiful, or God Bless America. You're thinking of adding Justin Bieber? Seriously, WWE, are you that desperate? I mean, I'm a fan of yours. I can understand the PG rating, but are you serious? I mean, you got, it's one thing to change your women to favor your butterfly Barbie doll style Divas Championship over the traditional Women's Championship. That's one thing. It's another to focus your entire Women's / Divas division on pretty girls who are basically doing OJTs while they're performing in the ring. It's another thing to dedicate an entire season of a show that has potential to be good, whether it's online or not, and dedicate it to an entire season of divas, some that can actually wrestle, some that can't, and have some of the pros, some of the pros be divas that can, like I say, that are basically OJTing while they're performing. I mean, I can understand all that. And I can understand that's a way of, well, all that, the favoring the Divas title over the Women's Championship and bringing in all the pretty girls, the Barbie doll style like girls to be your faces of your Divas and Women's divisions and stuff like that. I can understand that, to attract the little girls and all that. To attract a female demographic and the little girls. But to seriously, to consider adding Justin Bieber to WrestleMania? Are you that crazy? I mean, Justin Bieber is nothing more than an Aaron Carter, Backstreet Boy, NSYNC wannabe. WWE, if you're going to bring in somebody to do the national anthem, God Bless America, or America the Beautiful, for God's sake, don't bring him in. Do not bring in Bieber. Do not bring in. You know why? Because that will show the world how desperate you are. How desperate you are. For an audience. To please all genres. I mean, someone once said that you can't please all masters. Wasn't that you guys saying that you can't please all masters? Well, guess what? That's what you're seemingly trying to do. You're trying to please all masters of all genders and everything, in all aspects of entertainment and sport. That's what you're trying to do. I mean, you had Johnny Knoxville on Raw as your guest host this past Monday. That's promoting an R-rated movie with an R-rated superstar or an R-rated celebrity. I mean, you're going to go from that to considering bringing in Justin Bieber? Someone that's bubblegum pop singing G ratings? Are you that desperate? Why don't you just come out in WWE and say, hey, we're considering doing a cartoon on Nicktoons? Look, I have no problems with celebrities or musicians or artists coming in and singing the national anthem, America is Beautiful, God Bless America, or even doing a performance midway through the card. I don't mind that. But when you stoop to the level of bringing in Justin Bieber, an artist that, how do I put this, not just a variety of teenage girls. In fact, the teenage girls probably don't even pay that much attention to him anymore. But the main audience is 10 to 6-year-olds, and maybe 12 and 13, let's say 6 to 12-year-old range. Are you serious? Are you serious? I mean, I'll order WrestleMania. But if you have Justin Bieber on there, I'll tolerate it. But I'm going to fast forward through him. I didn't fast forward through Fantasia this year because she's legitimate. She's for anybody that likes a good singer. But bringing in Justin Bieber, you're just trying to please that 6 to 12-year-old female demographic. No offense towards them, but come on, WWE. Think about what everybody else wants. I mean, you already have a male audience on you for the fact that you still continue to push John Cena as a babyface, as your Hulk Hogan, in which the women and the children like, and I respect that, and I understand that. You already have a male demographic on you about that, chanting Cena sucks, Cena should go to hell, Cena should be fired. Well, how do you think they're going to react when they find out you're trying to bring in Justin Bieber? You might as well just put a bullet to the male demographic's head and say, BAM! Kill them all. Look, I can understand you wanting to bring in celebrities and artists to sing America the Beautiful and all that, but please, bring in somebody everybody can enjoy and agree upon. Don't do Justin. Even if it is for a performance through mid-card, don't do it. Alright? And quite honestly, if you're going to try to do it in Atlanta, Georgia, one of the most hardcore traditional wrestling cities, hardcore cities in the world, and one of the most traditional wrestling cities in the world, then you are really committing yourselves to suicide. That's what you're doing. Well, that's all I gotta say. Anybody else that watches this video, tell me what you think. I'll talk to y'all later. God, WWE, please reconsider.